Hello and welcome to Watch Hat Sauce. My name is Lou, and this is a segment that we like to call Lou's Reviews, where we talk about movies that are rush racingly new. Coincidentally, that's the name of the movie we're watching. But before you do your review, here's my review on Rush. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Two-time Academy Award winning director Ron Howard is here to direct and show you Rush, the 1976 movie about the Formula One racing season, which was the setting stage for the real-life legendary rivalry of James Hunt and Niki Lauda, portrayed with solid performances from Chris Hemsworth and Daniel Brühl. I don't know, it's like a German Scheiße name. Now for my quick little overview, or my quicko, I honestly don't know jack squat about Formula One racing. Hell, I barely even touched Gran Turismo 5 except for my senior partner's place. Regardless, I loved this movie, and the great thing about Rush was you don't have to know anything about Formula One racing to enjoy it. Like it being a Trekkie, you don't have to be a Trekkie to like Star Trek, or with 42, the Jackie Robinson movie, you don't have to know anything about baseball to enjoy that movie, and Rush was one of those movies that fits in that kind of category. And it's one of the best movies I've seen this year. 1976, the Grand Prix in Germany. This is where the movie opens up and you hear this voiceover narration of Niki Lauda. But throughout the movie, the voiceover changes between Niki and James Hunt, so you feel like you're getting two stories for the price of one movie. But the great thing is, you don't feel like one story is more compelling than the other one. It's all on equal grounds here. So it's in Germany, the Grand Prix is about to start, you've got this big rivalry between Niki and James, and then BAM! 6 years into the past. Now, I've seen this before in a video game called Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, where the main character, Nathan Drake, you see him hanging off a train, he's shot, and the train's about to fall off and you gotta get out of there. But when you get out of there, it jumps back in time to about 3 weeks and you see the events leading up to that situation. This is what we like to call in medias res. It's Latin for in the middle of things. A literary or artistic technique of relating a story in the midpoint, rather than the beginning. And this is the technique used in Rush. It goes back in time to chronicle and contrast these two vastly different characters. You got James Hunt, the superstar English playboy who lives every day like it's his last. And then you got Niki Lauda, the cool and calculated Austrian genius behind the steering wheel. So obviously when things start out, they are the bitterest of rivals, calling each other asshole and seeing who's got the bigger balls. But if there's one thing to walk away with from this movie, it's learning the benefits of rivalry. You remember that old saying, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer? Well, in sport and competition, it's through your opponents where you find that drive to push yourself to become better. And along the way, you'll find blessings like respect and friendship. So without further ado, Lou's Reviews gives it 4.7 burning tires out of 5. So, next week, I'll be checking out that new Sandra Bullock and George Clooney movie, which I kind of thought was going to be Speed 3 in space. But no, it's called Gravity. But if you like what you've seen here so far, just look down below, like and subscribe, and you're good to go. Later! But like Prisoners, it was a 2-hour-plus movie with a lot of twists and turns. But because of this, just when you thought you've got this movie figured out, you don't. Now, if you've seen the poster of the movie Prisoners and you take a look at the letter O,